her kings, Antigonus and old Hyrcanus bound, Maugre the Roman. It shall be my task to render thee the Parthian at dispose. Choose which thou wilt, by conquest or by league. By him thou shalt regain, without him not. That with alone can truly reinstall thee in David's royal seat, his true successor. Deliverance of thy brethren, those 10 tribes whose offspring in this territory yet serve in Habor. And among the Medes dispersed, the sons of Jacob, 2 of Joseph, lost thus long from Israel, serving as of old their fathers in the land of Egypt served. This offer sets before thee to deliver. These if from servitude thou shalt restore to their inheritance, then, not till then, thou on the throne of David in full glory, from Egypt to Euphrates and beyond shalt reign, and Rome or Caesar need not fear. To whom our Saviour answered thus, unmoved: Much ostentation, vain of fleshly arm and fragile arms, much instrument of war, long in preparing, soon to nothing brought. Before mine eyes thou hast set, and in mine ear vented much policy, and projects deep of enemies, of aids, battles, and leagues. Plausible to the world, to me worth naught. Means I must use, thou sayest. Prediction else will unpredict, and fail me of the throne. By time I told thee, and that time for thee were better farthest off, is not yet come. When that comes, think not thou to find me slack, on my part aught endeavouring, or to need thy politic maxims, or that cumbersome luggage of war there shown me. Argument of human weakness rather than of strength. My brethren, as thou called them, those 10 tribes, I must deliver, if I mean to reign David's true heir, and his full sceptre sway to just extent over all Israel's sons. But whence to thee this zeal? Where was it then for Israel, or for David, or his throne, when thou stoodst up to his temper, to the pride of numbering Israel, which cost the lives of 70,000 Israelites by 3 days' pestilence? Such was thy zeal to Israel's then, the same that now to me. As for those captive tribes, themselves were they who wrought their own captivity, fell off from God to worship calves, the deities of Egypt, Baal next, and Ashtaroth, and all the idolatries of heathen round, besides their other worse than heathenish crimes. Nor in the land of their captivity humbled themselves, or penitent besought the God of their forefathers, but so died, impenitent, and left a race behind like to themselves, distinguishable scarce from Gentiles, but by circumcision vain, and God with idols in their worship joined. Should I of these the liberty regard, who freed, as to their ancient patrimony, unhumbled, unrepentant, unreformed, headlong would follow, and to their gods perhaps of Bethel and of Dan? No, let them serve their enemies who serve idols with God. Yet he at length, time himself to know, remembering Abraham, by some wondrous call may bring them back, repentant and sincere, and at their passing cleave the Assyrian flood, while to their native land with joy they haste, as the Red Sea and Jordan once he cleft, when to the promised land their fathers passed. To his due time and providence I leave them. So spake Israel's true king, and to the fiend made answer meet, that made void all his wiles. So fares it when with truth falsehood contends. End of Book 3. Read by Michael Sample.